Have you ever held back from doing something kind? Maybe you saw someone struggling to carry their groceries, but you hesitated to offer help. Or you wanted to compliment a stranger on their cool outfit, but the words got stuck in your throat. You're not alone. It's a strange thing, isn't it? We all know kindness is good, but sometimes being kind feels scary. Why is that? Why does it take courage to be kind? Let's dive into this. At its core, kindness is an act of vulnerability. When you offer help, you're stepping out of your comfort zone and opening yourself up to another person's reaction. What if they reject your help? What if they think you're weird? What if you look awkward? These fears, however small they seem, can be powerful. They whisper in our ear, telling us to stay quiet, to mind our own business, to not get involved. Think about it from a historical perspective. For millennia, our brains were wired for survival in small, tight-knit tribes. Strangers could be a threat. This ancient us versus them instinct still lingers deep within us. So, when we see someone outside our immediate circle, a part of our brain might flash a little warning sign. It takes a conscious effort to override that primal instinct and choose connection instead of suspicion. It's a small act of bravery to say, I see you, and I'm choosing to connect. This fear isn't just about strangers. It can happen with people we know, too. Offering a listening ear to a friend who's going through a tough time requires emotional courage. It means being willing to sit with their discomfort, to not have all the answers, and to just be present. That's not easy. It's much simpler to offer a quick hope you feel better and move on. But true kindness demands that we step into that messy, uncertain space with them. And what about standing up for someone? Seeing an injustice, whether it's someone being bullied online or treated unfairly in public, and choosing to speak up. That takes immense courage. The fear of drawing negative attention to yourself, of becoming the new target, is very real. It's the classic bystander effect. Everyone assumes someone else will do something. But the person who breaks that spell, the one who says, hey, that's not okay, is demonstrating profound courage. They are risking their own social comfort for the well-being of another. Let's break down the different types of courage that kindness requires. First, there's the courage to be seen. When you perform an act of kindness, you become visible. You stand out from the crowd. For anyone who's a little introverted or shy, this can feel like being under a spotlight. Your heart might race, your palms might get sweaty. It's the courage to push past that social anxiety and act anyway. Then there's the courage to be misunderstood. Let's say you pay for the coffee of the person behind you in line. They might be grateful, or they might be suspicious. They might wonder what you want from them. Kindness, especially when it's unexpected, can sometimes be met with confusion. It takes courage to offer a gift with no strings attached, trusting in your own good intentions, regardless of how they are received. And perhaps most importantly, there's the courage to be rejected. You offer your seat on the bus, and the person says, no, I'm fine. You tell a coworker you appreciate their hard work, and they just shrug. Ouch! Rejection stings, no matter how small. But the courageous person understands that the value of the offer isn't diminished by its acceptance or rejection. The act itself, the intention to connect and to help, is what matters. True kindness is about the giving, not the receiving. So how do we cultivate this courage? Like any muscle, it gets stronger with practice. Start small. Challenge yourself to one small, scary act of kindness each day. Compliment a barista on their latte art. Let a car merge into your lane during rush hour, and give them a friendly wave. Hold the door open for someone. Make eye contact, and smile. These might sound trivial, but they are training exercises for your courage muscle. Each time you push past that little flicker of hesitation, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching yourself that the world doesn't end when you step out of your comfort zone. In fact, something wonderful often happens. You get a smile back. You feel a warm glow inside. You realize that the potential reward of connection far outweighs the perceived risk. Another powerful technique is to shift your focus. Instead of focusing on your own fear and anxiety, what will they think of me? Shift your focus to the other person. How might this small act brighten their day? When you make it about them, not you, your own self-consciousness starts to fade away. You become a conduit for positivity, and your personal fears become less important than the potential for a positive impact. Think about the ripple effect. That one small compliment you gave, it might have turned around a person's entire day. They might go home and be a little kinder to their family. Your act of letting someone merge in traffic might restore their faith in humanity just a little bit, making them less likely to honk at the next person. Kindness is contagious, but it needs a courageous person to start the chain reaction. We often celebrate grand, heroic acts of bravery: the firefighter rushing into a burning building, the soldier on the battlefield. And those are, without a doubt, incredible displays of courage. But we need to expand our definition of courage to include the quiet, everyday bravery of being kind, the courage to choose empathy over apathy, the courage to connect with a stranger, the courage to speak up for what's right, the courage to be vulnerable. This isn't about being a perfect, selfless saint. It's about being human and making a conscious choice. There will be days when you feel tired, grumpy, and the last thing you want to do is be kind. That's okay. But on the days when you have a little extra to give, when you see an opportunity and feel that familiar flicker of fear, I challenge you to take a deep breath and go for it. The world can often feel like a cold and indifferent place, but it doesn't have to be. Every single one of us has the power to inject a little warmth, a little light, into the lives of those around us. All it takes is a small act of courage. The courage to be kind is the courage to change the world, one small, beautiful interaction at a time. It's the courage to believe in the good in others and, in doing so, to bring out the best in ourselves. So, the next time you hesitate, remember this: your kindness is a superpower. And like all the best heroes, wielding it requires a little bit of courage. Be brave. Be kind. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this conversation. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more videos about living a more meaningful life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share a story about a time it took courage for you to be kind. Until next time, take care.